Hi, everybody. Oh my gosh, you guys are already here. You've been here a while. Oh, look at this. And Renee, hello. Brenda Simon, Susan Baker, Renee again, Renee, and Brenda Simon, Susan. I'm glad you stopped to say hi, Susan. You do slow stitching yet? If not, we're going to talk you into it. Kathy Weir. Oh, how nice. Thank you for them kind words from Malakoff, Texas. Oh my goodness sakes. How are everybody? Oh yeah, I can talk. I was just watching some of the news online and about the weather. Oh my gosh, any of you that live up there in the United States where that snowstorm is horrible. Oh my gosh, they just showed some. I was just watching like on a weather thing on the internet. I don't usually watch the news, but it said something about the snowstorm. I thought, well, let me see what I'm missing. Oh my gosh, you guys, I pray for y'all. That they say they're expecting widespread power outages in the morning. Oh my goodness. And that's terrible, especially for those who rely on electricity for their heat. There's Janice Glines. Hello. Hi, Gail. Gail got about 6 inches and may get a little bit more. My goodness. And there's Pet Poodle Canada. I'm wondering how much snow is up there. Hi, Tracy. Thank you. Don't you just love this hair? Papa is the one that was my hairdresser. He fixed the color. Thank you, Papa. Now he brought me some warm coffee. We feel like we've been drinking a little bit more Whispering Cauldron. Hello. You got over. Oh my goodness. And Renee got over a foot. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Vasmi. I have to send Gail. I got to remember how to do this always, I'm going to send Gail Gail, I hope you're going to be able to join me tonight to help me read this. Wait a minute. Now I'm trying to go like this. And then copy, and then go over here and go to Gail. And right here. And there she is. And then Control V and enter. Okay, Gail, I sent the link, I think. Yes, I sent the link. And if you're able to come. Now, if you're ever not able to come on with me, I understand that. And, oh, let's make a mess today. Hello. Candace Williams, Tammy Wolf, Olivia Robinson, so good to see you. Jeannie Blender, welcome. Stephanie B's Crafting and Sewing. Terry Cleveland, good to see you. Your name sounds familiar. I think I just sent you off a package. I wonder if you got that yet. Oh, there's Gail. Add to stream.
Yep. Hello.
There, see? I added you so your voice only. I remembered this time. Oh, goodness. We already have so many people. Isn't this wonderful? Oh, there's Lottie Faith, which is Andy. Hi, able to rejoice. Mary too. gosh, so many. Let's see. Now, if I don't say your name,
Hey, everybody.
Janet Nash had to go to bed. She is up in the middle of the night over in her neck of the woods. It's in the middle of the night over there. Hi, Cardula.
Hi, Papa.
Yep, there's Papa. He's giving the dogs their little treat.
Oh, hey, y'all.
There's Aaron. Yep, the dogs get a treat around this time, but then later on they get a little treat. Oh, a little treat of a piece of cheese because they love cheese. So just before bed, they always get just a little piece of cheese, not very much, but they look forward to that. And they'll go stand at the refrigerator. They know when it's time.
Yes, that's my voice, Dawn.
Yes, I'm so blessed to have Gail. I have a real hard time keeping up with the chat when I'm focusing on I can't multitask very good at all. And so so I don't keep up with the chat very good. And so Gail offered to help me with that. And I'm so happy. Gail, how much weather are you having in your area?
We didn't get it as bad as Chicago. Most of it went over there, but we have about 6 or so inches on the ground, enough for Elvin to have a blast outside.
Oh my gosh.
We're supposed to get more tomorrow morning early, another inch or two. So it's winter.
It's winter. I hear it's Obi's birthday today.
It is Obi's birthday. His 15th birthday today.
Gosh, 15 years old. That's amazing.
Yeah, if you guys didn't see it, I did put a picture up for you that are on my Facebook friend thing.
Oh, I haven't even been on Facebook today. I haven't been on Facebook the last couple of days. I get busy doing other things, and then I don't get there. Yeah, Papa back scratcher, hairdresser, coffee maker equals awesome. That's for sure, Tracy. But I think you've got one of them kind of hubsters as well. There's Peter Dell. Hello.
Yeah, he's got summer right now.
Yes, we need to all go over to Peter's house and get warm. Yes.
Thanks everybody for the Obi birthday wishes. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just so happy to still have him with me.
Oh yeah. Well, my little Sammy lived to be 18 years old.
Yeah, that's pretty good. But see, Obi's fighting some battles. He's got Cushing's disease, so that he's got some actual, a real problem. I'd be thrilled if he could live to be 17 or 18.
Yeah, but not if he's going to be in any kind of pain, So you kind of.
I don't think he is really. I mean, he has arthritis pain, but the Cushing's doesn't really cause pain, but it causes neurological issues.
Oh.
And he's lost a bunch of hair. That's why the photo I took, he's got his sweater on. I have to keep a sweater on him now in the wintertime.
Oh, yeah, if he's lost hair. Yep.
He has.
Oh, and there is Lise Bedard. It is good to see you. It's been snowing all day at her house, all night as well, with another storm coming the weekend. And that's in Massachusetts. Am I correct, Lise? Do I remember right?
Yeah, the East is getting hit hard. Oh, I saw that on the news tonight.
I saw that. That's horrible. And there's Di, and it's hot over there in New Zealand.
Oh, Di, I'm so sorry. She lost a dog to Cushing's.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, see, that is very sad. Now, my other 2 dogs that I have now, they're 13 years old. And so far, knock on wood, they're healthy, so that's good. Yes, Lisa Blight, hello. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. Ruth Messick, I think I said hello, but I'm not sure because my name's about as short as my little bitty toe. Oh my goodness. So anyway, I hope everybody has been playing with stitches, needles, and thread and fabrics through the week. I'm going to be trying to put up some standalone videos through the week, also with some of the things that I'm doing. Which this week I think I did. I made one video with a patchwork block, crazy quilt block, which are fun to do the stitching along the seams. And then I also did a video where I made this bowl cozy. And if anybody watched that, well, I use them for little put things in. But if anybody watched it, I made a mistake and I forgot, which you don't really have to, but before I put the two pieces together, I stitched all around here. I was supposed to do a X in the middle too, which you don't have to do that, but I just wanted to let you know I forgot that part. Because I forget stuff. I don't do everything correctly. But I made that bowl cozy video. But I'm going to do, I believe I'm going to do more videos through the week that will show even more stitches, or take a stitch that we learn on a Monday and the different things you can do with that one stitch. I'm going to do as just standalone videos through the week. So look forward to them. I'm looking forward to them. All right, I'm going to put you down here to the showroom floor. And let's see if I can center this camera, or center my thing, or center something. Okay, let's see, today in my little notebook, I wanted to read this. I was on I was on a group, on a video that was Scraptastic Patchwork. And she had written at the beginning of her video, slow stitching is any hand sewing project free from any pressure to achieve precise piecing or stitching. Its sole purpose is creative joy. The intent is to let mindfulness be your guide, to focus on nothing but what you are doing with your hands. Texture and color is all that matters. Time slows and you can breathe. And I thought that is so true. I was on one live stream here a couple of days ago, and they were talking in the chat about slow stitching, and then somebody made the remark that slow stitching is just another word for embroidery. And I said to myself, no, I don't think so. There is so much more than just embroidery. I can see that my tape is not holding my camera up where I wanted it to be. Well, darn. Just a minute now. I thought I had this. I tried to get it adjusted here where I would be a little closer to my work, but not that close. Oh, now the tape all wants to come off. I'm out of duct tape, so I was using that silver tape. Papa? I need my savior.
Uh-oh. You can't keep it in one spot?
Well, just a minute. I think, where did I put my tape? Where did I put my silver
Good
tape?
old duct tape.
I used up all my duct tape, so I was using my silver tape, and my silver tape isn't really doing the correct job. Oh, here, maybe I can just use some of my packing tape. I'll get this fixed. I'll get this here fixed. Yeah. Let me just put some of this packing tape. Get me a piece of that. And let me see if that will hold this up a little bit. That silver tape isn't really good because it doesn't hold any weight. This might be okay now. This might do the trick until I can get more duct tape. How does anybody make life worth living without duct tape? Okay, now it's up a little bit. So now then, okay. All right. Today, what I want to do is we're gonna call this flower power because we're gonna make a flower. Oh, there I've got my door prize ready, and I wanted to show you this. This is kind of dark, maybe you would think, but this is a piece of it's actually a sample of upholstery fabric. But I wanted to do some slow stitching on this, and I want to make a wall hanging. And this is nowhere near done, and it looks very dark on the screen. I can see that it looks very dark, but I think it looks very vintage because I'm putting in. It does have a lot of darker colors, but also some bright. But I want to do this without using any embroidery stitches, just slow stitching. And I'm going to stitch around. I'm going to use some Clooney lace, probably, like the Clooney lace, which is like the crocheted lace, I think, around the edge, and then I'll make it into like a wall hanging. So I got a lot to do on this because I just only started it today, but I think that's going to be really awesome, just as an idea of something that is slow stitching, and it really does that. Oh, there's my world in OKC. And Tammy, I think is your name, if I remember right. Oh, and there's Laura Redford. Very good to see you all. And so you know that you don't, it really isn't just embroidery. You can, because here I got some rickrack on there, and then I got a couple things pinned that I didn't stitch yet. This is a crocheted cross that somebody gave me, so I stitched that on there. Some yo-yos. A little, made a couple of leaves out of fabric, and I still have, this is only pinned, and I'm going to stitch that on with a button. And so this is fun. And so, and see, this is another piece of just the sample stuff. And usually Joann's will sell these like for 99 cents a piece or something like that. They're not very much. Okay, so anyway, that's just another idea of what you can do with your slow stitching. Terry, hello, thank you for coming. So wonderful. Okay, today what I want to do is I want to do a flower. Now this flower has got a hexagon, and it's got a double yo-yo with a button. It's got chain stitch, which is an embroidery stitch, satin stitch, which is an embroidery stitch, and a back stitch. I could never remember them things. And here I stitched that piece of lace on there by only the buttons. The buttons are what's holding that lace on there. Oh, and then here are these are some French knots. And I did this one on just a solid piece, and today I'm going to work on just a solid piece. This is also another one I did, but I did
very fancy.
This one here I did on a flowery piece of fabric already. And what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to be putting these in my fabric journal. Is as I make them up, I just make little pieces, and then I'm just going to put those pieces in my fabric journal. And I think those are going to be very pretty in there. So now I'm going to start with, yeah, you would have thought I'd have this piece out already. I want to get a solid piece. And so I'm going to get out a piece of this red, I do believe. I love how Karen sent me these fabrics, and she sent them already in in packages that are coordinated, and I thought, what a neat idea is to have your scraps already coordinated like that. And so I am that's what I'm doing is I'm coordinating my scraps into Ziploc bags. And
Lizzie.
Yes.
Candace Williams has a question. Do you do your hexagons the English paper technique?
Nope.
Nah, he doesn't.
Nope. I'm going to show you right now how I do these. Now, the English paper technique is a good technique, and I am learning to do that one too. But right now, I'm going to show you. I'm going to take, let's see, didn't I have a big circle here? Elizabeth Marie, here's a big one. Okay. This is how we're going to do this. I'm going to show you here how to make a make the hexagon. Okay, the first thing, you have a circle. Okay, and now to make your circle, you can just trace around anything. Trace around a coffee cup, trace around anything round to get your circle pretty perfect, to come out with a pretty perfect hexagon. Then what you want to do is you want to fold it in half and just kind of finger press it in the center there. Ouch. Finger press it, thumbnail press it or whatever, and there it's folded. Then you want to fold it again the opposite way. That way you have the middle. Hi, Samantha Owens and Nicole Relax, Cut, Glue, and Repeat. I just have to add that repeat after her name. Just feels like it should be there. Yes. And so now I have my circle, I mean my center, because I finger press that. So now I'm going to take any place on your circle, take it down right to that center point, right to that point, and that's how far you go. And then you want to kind of finger press it again. Then now you have a new point right here. You take that point and you point it right down to that circle again. You could make a little mark there if you want to with an ink pen or something. Then when you turn that down, now you have another point right here. So take that point and put that right down to the center and finger press that here.
Do you have to keep your fingers on it? Or is it pressed enough by your fingers? Oh, nope. It doesn't stay there.
No, in fact, some people put a stitch in each time.
Oh, I was thinking maybe just iron it a little or something.
Yeah, you could do that. But some people do stitch it each time. I'm just holding my finger on there and then I'll stitch the whole thing together. Now see, then that corner, I'm going to bring that to the center. And then again, we have a new corner. Bring that to the center. And then you kind of make sure that this last point, that last corner is a point. You might have to just wiggle it a little bit if your circle isn't like perfectly circle. And then you'll bring that last point and bring that up to the middle. And now you have your hexagon. So that's
that does come out pretty good.
It is a little bit different than.
It's probably not. Each side probably isn't exactly the same.
No, see, when you do the paper piecing one,
right? That's what I was gonna say.
Each of yours are going to be. Hi, Terry White. She says hi from Arkansas. It's cold here. Oh,
yeah. You only need to do the. Oh, sorry, Lizzie.
Yes, I just was.
You only need that for quilts, I think, where you got to sew them together. Yes. Then that'd be more important to have the paper piecing. My mom always did that.
The paper piecing?
Yeah.
Yeah, you really need to use the paper piecing. Now, if you really work hard on these ones, you can get them exact, but you have to make sure that you really get them folded exact. But they really do come out very close.
It looks really good from here.
Yeah, if you are I should have stitched that with thread instead of embroidery floss, but that's what I had in that needle right there. Okay, there we go. So anyway, then that's all you need, and there you have it. You have a you have your hexagon. So that is what I wanted to show you, that because that's going to be part of your flower. And then,
Lala, was today your birthday? Did I miss that? Maybe
yep.
I did.
Today was Lala's birthday. She's 29.
Yeah. Happy birthday to Lala. Lori. I can't remember if I said happy birthday to you on Facebook. That's terrible. I have such a bad memory.
Lala, I don't think I said happy birthday on Facebook, but I did in Messenger. So I get a point for that.
Oh, yeah, I did say hi or happy birthday on Facebook. I forgot. But anyway, you're 13. You're younger than Obi.
Okay, so yep, so Obi and Lala have the same birthday. That's where you can always remember that one, Gail.
Yeah.
And try stitching them down with each fold. And you know what, Nicole? A lot of people do it that way. They stitch it each fold, they stitch it down. And if that's easier, then that's the way you can do it. So either way is fine. And some people even use glue. They'll put glue in there and glue them. But I'm slow stitching, so I'm stitching mine. Okay, I want to thread I want to get some regular thread.
Hey, Lizzie, you got why can't I remember that?
Oh, thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much.
From Craft Stuff with Rums.
And that is a new name too.
Yeah,
thank you so much. And welcome to our gang here. Yes, only the best people here. Yes, Samantha says she needs to sit down and stock up on yo-yos and hexies. And so that's what you do in your recliner. You get in your recliner, you cozy up with a quilt and get all your little circles and then just sit there and stitch and stitch and stitch. I took my supplies with me when I went to the doctor's appointment the other day, and I made yo-yos while I was waiting on the doctor. I got quite a few made too because they do go quite quickly. And so here I'm going to thread this needle. Oh, wow. Boy, that was good. Okay, when I do my yo-yos, I want to do a yo-yo because I have had the questions about making yo-yos, which are about the simplest thing in the world. And so, and then you just need a circle, a piece of fabric. And now when you're making your yo-yos, your circle does not have to be exact. It can be a little wonky and you'll still get a yo-yo. But you're going to,
Lizzie, how do you cut your yo-yos?
Now this yo-yo right here was cut by a friend and she has a die.
Oh.
But now if you have a die, then you're a lucky lady. Okay.
Oh, wow. Does she just use her like a cuddle bug or
like a Sizzix die? And if you have a steel rule,
it'll cut through the fabric.
And it'll cut the fabric.
Oh,
now,
my.
But if you can trace around something and cut your fabric, or you can take a square, fold it in quarters, and then just cut your quarter of a circle.
Oh, that's probably easier than getting out my big shot.
There you go. And then you have a circle. Now, That one's got like a little bit of a straight side there, but that doesn't matter when you're making yo-yos. If it's not exactly round, it'll be fine. And so, and then you stay as close as you can to the edge, and you just do the running stitch like we did last Monday. We just did a running stitch, and so you'll do that all the way around the circle. And then you'll just draw it up in the middle. And I have found that you don't want to draw it up real tight. If you draw it up real tight in the center, you get kind of a clumpy spot there, and which doesn't really matter. You know, it doesn't matter. It's still a yo-yo. But, and I guess it only matters if you're going to do something like real special with it. Like if you're going to put a button in the middle with a shank on it, then you don't want it bunched up in the middle too tightly, which I'll show you just in a minute how I do that, what I'm talking about. Okay. And so I have that now stitched. And then I'm going to pull it. I put my little finger in there. And then I figure that's pretty much almost tight enough. I'm going to tighten it just a little bit more than that. And then I will put a stitch here to hold it tight. And tie a little knot. And there you have your yo-yo. And so then you just flatten it out here, just kind of flatten it out. And as long as you have left that little bit of space in the middle there, like when I put my finger in there, then it will lie flat. If you pull it real tight, this here will kind of bunch up. But now here, like if you're going to put a button on there, you know, you cover up that middle, but you don't always have to have a button. Some people like it just like this. But if you have a little hole in there like that, then if you're putting a shank button, it fits down in there, which is nice. So this is going to go on here like this for my flower, and then I'm going to put a button. But right now, we're going to do a chain stitch.
Oh, you are getting a little pixelated there, Lizzie. At least for me, your voice sounds weird.
Okay, well, on my now again, we might have some difficulties because of the weather. So, but right now, okay, what is Top Boss? I'm getting a whole lot. I am joining random live streams. I wonder if that is. Do you see Top Boss on there?
I got him.
Okay, thank you. All right, thank you. Because I'm not sure that was actually a crafter. All right. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to use this color floss because that'll show up good on the red. I have a shelf in front of me, a wooden shelf. I got shelves in front of me. I put little magnets on the front of that shelf, and I can just reach up there and stick my needles on the magnets. So if I have a threaded needle already, I can hang a magnet, and there I am. I love that. Yeah, works good. I just had pop dots, and that's what I glued look at there. I just put my thread in a knot.
Dolores Morales wanted to tell you she received her stitching kit today, and she was so excited to stitch along with you.
Oh,
and learn from you.
Wonderful. Good. I hope I've got everybody sent out that, except for I just sent out, we had a little problem with, oh gosh, in Arizona. I can't remember her name now. I know her name as well as hers came back to me because I guess they only held it at the post office for so long. And then they shipped it back to sender because she didn't get it picked up in time. So that's has to go on a whole nother trip. So she didn't get hers, but everybody should have theirs. Well, I don't know. There was one I sent to Australia. I don't know if that one got there yet. Okay, now I want to show you another item that you might have some interest in. And that is, I have two different kinds of marking pens here that they become removed with heat. So you can mark where you want to stitch, and you can stitch, and then you can, with an iron, it erases. So what you can do now, this one here is a Fixion or Frixion, Frixion. This one is, somebody told me if you use this one and then you can iron it and it'll erase, but then if it gets cold that it will come back, but the print will come back. But then I thought, well, not too many people put their things in the refrigerator, so it should be okay. But then I have, these were sent to me by Love Sew, and this is a heat erasable fabric marking pen. So that's what this one is. Now, I looked on Amazon to see if they were in Amazon, but this particular brand is not in Amazon, but there is quite a few different brands. And I did put one of those, and these Fixions I put in the affiliate link below the videos. Craft Stuff with Rome says, just wanted to ask for support on my video tutorial premiere late at 11 p.m. Manitoba time. I would love to support other crafters too. Can I drop just one link?
I told her no, because, well, you can't, Roms, because you're not a moderator. But they can find you with just your name, the Craft Stuff with Roms. They'll be able to find you.
Yes. So if anybody looks up just her name, and then you should be able to find that. So that'll be fine, because we do want to support each other. And I do believe in supporting each other. Okay, now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to use my ruler and I'm going to mark I think I am. I'm going to mark every ½ inch. Okay. There we go. And so that, and so then, and you can mark, just with a light pencil, and when you're practicing, and then you don't even really have to be exact. But see, I just put those marks there, and so now each of my stitch will be a ½ inch. Okay, so I'm going to now first bring my thread up through the top spot. Then what I want to do is I'm going to curve it around like this. Okay, and then I'm going to put it back in where I just pulled it out of, and then let it come back through that second spot. And then you pull it, and then you have a chain, your first link of your chain. And then you just continue to go down, go to the next little spot. And like I say, you don't have to have those spots there. It's just I've got them there. Just I wanted to let you know that they do make these pens, and it makes it, if you really want to have your chain or whatever you're stitch is that you're working on, if you want it to be even.
Even? Yeah. That's cool because that's the problem I have making those. That
Yeah.
I can never get them even, so that's a good idea. Good tip.
When you're and if you're an actual trying to embroider and do all your embroidery exactly right, well, then you would really be particular about that. But when you're doing slow stitching, it really is, you don't really want to worry about that so much. And so, oh my gosh, I just looked up at the number and there's 103 people watching. Thank you all for you all that are watching. And that just gives me the goosebumps, I'm telling you. And I'm happy for that because right now there's Kathy Weir. Did I say hello? She says, I'm new to this website. So nice to see you here. Let's see. Craft Stuff with Rom says, my eldest daughter wants to learn stitching and is so lucky to find this amazing channel. Thank you so much. And like I say, this is so unperfect. You don't have to be perfect at all in this, because we are just making a piece of art. And so you don't have to be perfect. Okay, now I got to my last spot there. So that's as long as I'm going to make my chain. So then I'm just going to go under that loop.
You got another super chat from the newbie Craft Stuff with Roms.
Oh, thank you so much. That is kind, very kind of you. So much. We're definitely I'm going to definitely keep your name since you are new. I'll have to jot that down, but I will definitely find you.
I'll find you.
I'll find you. But we love finding other people that like to do the same things that we do. Okay, so there, I made that chain. Now what I want to do is I'm going to make, so that's the stem of my flower. That's the stem of my flower. I lost my flower, see? So my flower will go up here at the top of my chain. Okay, so then I also want to put a leaf on my flower. So for my leaf, I'm going to use a back stitch. So, and I'm going to go ahead and draw a leaf with my pen. That does not want to write. Why doesn't, oh, it is writing, but it's just not really showing up. Maybe this one. Maybe I'll try this purple one. Okay, I can see it, but you all probably can't. Oh, yeah, I can see the white now that I got my hand out of the way. And so, and I'm just going to make a leaf, kind of a leaf shape. And good enough. So what I'm going to do here, I'm not going to make anything dots or anything. I'm just going to do a back stitch to make my leaves. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up about a 1/4 inch from the end of my leaf there. There's the end of my leaf, and I went in about 1/4 inch. But then I'm going to go to the beginning and put my thread back in, and then go about a 1/4 inch ahead of it, ahead of where I first pulled that out. Now
we have another birthday person here. Little sister Cheryl's birthday is today too.
Is it really? Little sister Cheryl? I did not know that you and Lala were birthday twins. I knew you were friends, but I did not know you were birthday twins. That's wonderful. Happy birthday to both of you. Gosh, and Obi. My goodness. Tracy Thurno is here. Attaché Papers is here. Very good. Very nice. And Larry is here.
Yeah.
Larry Turner. That is Tracy's Man of the Hour.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I went back and put my thread back in at the end of that first stitch. Now I have 2 stitches in there. So I'm going to put my thread, my needle back in, try to get it as close to that hole I put at the end of that stitch, then go about 1/4 of an inch in front of where this thread is coming out and pull that through. And so then that is called a back stitch because you're backing up. Because you're backing up here. Okay, so you go forward and then back up.
And that's the back stitch.
And they call that the back stitch.
Okay.
Now, and I have noticed also, though, as I'm going through all these stitches and looking at stitches online and in different books, there are people that call these stitches different things. So some might call it a back stitch, some may call it something else, but I'm calling it a back stitch because that I think is the general name for it. And there is Sherry Spots. She says, so happy.
And
so happy.
beetle chick?
Sorry. It's been like 3 years at least. Followed you when, and then she disappeared. When you were doing
3 years at least. I followed you when you were doing journals. You're such a sweet soul.
Oh, thank you. And there's Beetle Chick. Oh man, I'm embarrassed to even see Beetle Chick because I have looked everywhere. No, I haven't looked everywhere. I have been going through this room like you wouldn't believe to try to find that patch, the block you sent me, and it's in here somewhere. And I don't know if it's in between some fabric somewhere, but actually there are 3 blocks that I'm missing because I was looking through and I have 3 blocks that I'm missing that I cannot find. And I know I'm going to find them when I'm looking for something else. But I said, I got to find that Beetle Chick's block because it is so awesome. And so I've got all the other blocks are in a little stack I have, and I'm not even going to start sewing them together till I find all of them. But see, that's how unorganized I am. I mean, I'm organized in some ways, but I can misplace things like my brain, my mind is missing. But I'm going to find it, Beetle Chick, my love. I'm going to find that thing. And I feel really bad that I don't know what I did with it. So now I do know, though, that I have them all. The ones I have are all in one spot and they're not going to get lost. Okay, so I outlined that one leaf. And well, my comments don't want to scroll here.
YouTube's being a little nasty tonight.
Oh, Beetle says she's got Beetle has a ghost girl that takes stuff and gets back when gives it back when I start. My daughter told me, I says, I can't believe I can't find this. She says, you're supposed to ask St. Anthony. I'm not sure about St. Anthony. St. Anthony's supposed to be who you ask for to help you find lost things. So I got to help him. There's Laura Kai. Hi, so glad that you're here. Yvonne Berry just did surgery on an electric blanket. What did she do? She did surgery on an electric blanket. Took the innards out. So how wonderful. You took the innards out so you could use it for quilt blocks.
Oh,
That
wow.
is a very good idea. Oh, that is a very good idea. She took the innards out. She did surgical procedure on her electric blanket. That is good. So here I go. Now I'm doing that back stitch. And I'm going to trace around this here leaf. And I got my thread is kind of, there we go. Yvonne, did I say hello to Yvonne? I don't think so. Yep,
No, I didn't either. I missed Yvonne.
I look down at what I'm doing, then I look up and I see.
There's so many people. I don't want to name off everybody for you. There's enough people saying hi to everybody in here. I mean, I'm sure they understand you can't see them all, Lizzie. That's why I'm here to help you.
Yeah, that's wonderful too, that everybody welcomes. You know, I see Lala is a very good one. Lala, she welcomes everybody. She's like the town crier. Is that what it's called?
Wannabe Nancy there's a little poem or something. It says, "Dear St. Anthony, please come round. Something's lost and can't be found."
Oh, okay. Yes, that's true. That's what my daughter was trying to tell me. She goes, and St. Anthony seems to come through with helping find things. So
yeah. And Melissa is Sewing Creation says, "Hi Lizzie, I just subscribed to you." Little Cheryl says, "I like doing the back stitch."
And I think, you know, the stitches that I have learned so far are probably the ones. And there's another super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. They are so.
Hi, Angela Rossetti. I guess I missed her a long time ago, she says.
Yeah, I think I said hello to Angela, but I may not have.
I'm sorry, Angela. I missed
all the way up there in Canada as well.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yep. She's up in Canada. Angela, I almost hate to ask you, how is your brother? I hope he is okay. So I know that her brother was diagnosed with cancer here a while back, lung cancer, and I'm just hoping he made it through there. And there's Ilona Brown from the UK.
Late for Ilona.
Yes.
Did I say that right? Is it Ilona? She'll have to tell me.
I think it might. I think you're probably right. Oh, he is doing okay. Thank you, Angela. I'm glad.
Now I see Angela's.
I'm very glad to hear that, because I was almost afraid to ask. I was almost afraid to ask.
Angela, I'm sending lots of healing energy to your brother.
Yes, absolutely. Angela lost her son. Gosh, has it even been a year? I don't think it's even been a year ago. And that was to lung cancer. And then all of a sudden, then her brother was diagnosed with lung cancer. And her son, it's sad. It is just, you know.
Yes, it is it's very sad. Well, I guess we're saying it wrong. It's Ilona.
Okay, Ilona. All right, that's good. Now we know. Ilona. Melissa's Sewing Creations. That is my YouTube name where and then it went Kaputski.
We figured that, Melissa. Yeah, whenever it says something like Sewing Creations, it usually means you have a channel, so everybody can see that.
Okay, then see, that's good. It used to be where we could actually go to the channel.
I don't understand why YouTube took that away. I heard that it was some type of glitch and they couldn't fix it for some reason. Oh, wow. Joy Robinson just gave you a nice super chat.
Joy. Thank you. Thank you, Joy. You are awesome. Look at that. You guys are awesome. You are so giving and so sharing and so beautiful and so everything. Thank you, Joy.
No kidding, Lala. Lala says we need a cheat sheet for the names. Yeah, I
Yeah,
used to do that when
I did have one time.
yeah.
I usually end up calling everybody by their stage name because I just don't remember. Now some of them I do remember. I do remember that when I first met Lala, she was Lala Gamaloriway, and I thought that was so poetic. And
Yeah.
even and I have met her in person. She has come up to see me, and I still feel like her name is just Lala Gamaloriway. I just think that's her name. Now I put my flower, my hexagon flower, I just added that, and I've just got a threaded needle, and I'm just doing what I call just a whip stitch around the edge of that hexagon. And that is how I attach that hexagon to the fabric. So this part of it is not at all embroidery, but it is a slow stitch. And so I have a smaller needle, and I have just a lightweight thread. This is like a polyester embroidery thread. I guess it's made for an embroidery machine, but it's really nice thread. Oh, and then I wanted to mention too, I keep a okay, I don't keep one because it's missing. A dryer sheet. You can take a dryer sheet. I was taught by one of my subscribers, and just bring that dryer sheet, run your thread through that dryer sheet, and that will help your thread from knotting up while you're doing and there's Clint. It keeps your thread from getting knotted up to some degree. Now, if you sew like I do, well, you still might get knots, but that works almost like a wax. Like waxing your thread. A lot of people use a wax on their threads to keep them flowing smoothly.
I've never done that with cloth.
No, with a fabric softener sheet, and I've been using that since I was told. And
yeah, because I don't think I'd want the wax on the fabric.
Yeah, actually, I find that the fabric softener sheet works better.
Great.
That tip came from Cordula. Cordula she has given me some really great tips, and which I just love. I love getting tips. I have had some comments under my videos, and they apologize first to be telling me you should try this. Never apologize, because I have learned so much from the comments that people leave under my videos, and we are all learning. And even though I'm 71 years old and I've been crafting most of my life, I still feel like I'm a beginner because I'm still learning new things constantly. And so I love it when you all leave me messages and and you're teaching me new things. And I think, we teach each other when we're, if you learn something that I don't know, well, then you're teaching me. If I don't show you something that you don't know, then I guess I'm teaching you. But I don't call myself a teacher. I think we just learn together.
As long as everybody is respectful when they are giving advice. Advice is one thing. Sometimes people get a little carried away in what they're saying. But yeah, it's good that's what YouTube's good for, especially with the chat and the comments. We all can communicate with each other.
That's right. And especially something like this. This is a new... slow stitching isn't a new thing, really, but it is something that is coming because people have been slow stitching forever. When you figure there have been quilting since, the people on the art are probably quilting. I don't know, but but just to really use every kind of stitching together in one little art project like this is really become very popular here lately. And it is really because here lately is when you really need to have something to do to occupy your mind so that you're not overwhelmed with things that are going on in the world these days. It just kind of soothes you. Zella. Oh, I see another name, Zella. Hello. And it's good to see a new name. Okay, now I'm going to take a button.
Did you see how old Zilla is?
No, I
She
didn't.
says she's 81, and she learns something new all the time.
Wow, see there? That is wonderful. You're the same age as my uncle then. I have an Uncle David that is 81. He's 10 years older than me. 10 years and 1 day older than me. And so thank you for coming. And you are amazing. You are 81 and you're still stitching. That gives us all hope.
Yeah, it does, Lizzie. Lizzie,
would
you believe it's been almost an hour already that we've been on?
Has it been already?
Yes.
Oh, it is been. Okay, you know what? We decided that we're going to do our door prize drawing at an hour. Okay,
and so I'm ready this time. I've got the rules in front of me.
Okay, well, you can start explaining the rules for our door prize.
You go ahead and keep stitching, and I'll talk about it. Lizzie's going to do just a little door prize drawing, and you only can post one number between 1 and 120, and only once. Only one number, one time, and between 1 and 120. Make sure that you've refreshed and that you're on live chat, because it's whoever comes the closest that posts the closest number, or unless they hit right on it, the first one, because of how many people we have. So make sure that you're on live chat. It's that the red light, there's a little live thing when you go up to where the video stream is, and you should be able to see a red dot in live. Make sure that's red dots there. That means you're up to the correct time in the video. The first person who posts the number closest to you, but without going over that number that Lizzie will pull, or I guess she's going to get it off the computer program, will win this little prize that she has. It's not huge. I mean, I think you're giving away fabric, aren't you, Lizzie?
Yes, I have. Okay. I have a lost. Oh, here it is.
No numbers yet. No numbers yet. I didn't tell you to go. Liz and Lala, you too? No numbers yet. We got it.
You know the rules, Lala. Okay, and these are the fabric,
guys. Wait, there is a delay in the chat from when Lizzie and I are talking. So wait till I type it in the chat for you to start. So get ready. We're going to start here pretty soon. Go. Between 1 and 120, just one number.
If you put a number in before the go, it's not counted. So put your number in.
And you're going to get about a minute to post your one number.
Oh, now I forgot my yo-yo.
Cordula's been lurking. She's here.
Who is?
Cordula.
Oh.
Pat Toodle, too.
I did see Pat Cordoodle.
Some people I'm not familiar with.
I do know that Cordula sometimes has a little trouble getting to her keyboard.
I see. That's okay. Yes, Lala. We welcome workers. All right. You got just a few more seconds before we're done. Everybody get your number in there? Sorry, Lizzie. I'm sorry I talked over you.
Yes, but Vamsy has put in too many numbers.
Vamsy? I thought we went through this last time. All right, that's it, everybody. One number. We're stopped. You can't change your number, people. That's it. We're done. I put in stop.
Okay, now I'm going to take
the first person who gets the number closest to what Lizzie pulls up on the random.org.
Oh, as soon as I find my phone. Where did I put my phone?
Oh, Lizzie.
I know it. Here I was just stitching away, thinking that, okay, I'll just keep stitching. And where is my phone? Oh, this is ridiculous.
All right, where's my go?
Okay, just a minute. Where's my phone? Where's it? Just a minute.
I can't find the Lizzie. You're going to have to make sure that we get the right person because my chat's behind too.
Okay, my phone.
Oh, there's my go.
Papa, ring. Oh, I found it. Never mind. Here it is. I put it right here where I wouldn't forget where it was. Never mind. I don't need you now. Oh, no, Maria, I can't talk to you right now. Sorry. I can't talk to Cordula right now. Okay, let's see. Please pick a number for me between 1 and 120.
29. 29. Well, that's interesting. The first person that got it after I said go has a 27, but let's see if anybody got closer. And you checked too, Lizzie. Oh, I'm showing Gemma had 29 first. Do you see that? Gems by Gemma?
Okay, I'm going to take your word for that. There is so many numbers.
Okay. I know.
Okay.
But after I put it go, that's what I see is Gems by Gemma.
Okay, and that's the first one you see.
That's right. I don't know if anybody else did, but it doesn't matter. That's who I see that had 29.
Yes, and that's what we picked first. Well, I don't know. Gems by Gemma, I see 314.
What? No, she's up at the top. She put in 29. That can't be right. I don't know where the 300. I don't see 314.
Oh, it's way farther down, I guess.
Oh, maybe that's something else. I don't even see that. Oh, somebody's been deleting stuff, so maybe that's why. Okay. I don't know. It's up to you, Lizzie, but I see it.
Okay, if you see Gems by Jenna first at 29, then Gems by Jenna, my email address is below video. And so you need to send your address so I can send you the door price. What the door price is 5 pieces of fabric that you can use in your stitching. They're just a small 9x4, and I cut them that size, and then I stitch them right to this piece of cardstock, which has got some little cutouts on it, and so that it'll fit right in that envelope. Okay, and so I'll stitch that side too, so that they don't, because if it wads up like that in the envelope, they'll overcharge us for shipping. So Gems.
Congrats,
Jenna. Okay, so you send me your address and then I will get this mailed to you tomorrow. Lala, did you get yours from last week? I never did ask you if you had gotten. Oh my goodness, I see. Tammy Frazier is there. Oh, Bethany Richards. Oh my goodness, look at all these people that I'm seeing now. Had a prayer chain activation to get out. I'll watch the in practice tomorrow. Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Would one
Adele
of the
Smith.
other mods, sorry, Lizzie, would one of the mods please put in the Facebook group link?
Oh, absolutely. And I did notice, oh, there's Barbara Batzer. Hello.
Hi, Barbara.
I did notice that in our group, the Scrap and Lizzie Unicorns, last week that there was some postings from the artists that did that started slow stitching with us, or that have posted their slow stitching projects, and that is awesome. I'm so happy to see those, and I just hope everybody gets just as addicted as I am. So I didn't get too far on this, but I'm going to work on this some more through the week, and I'm going to but here's your basic flower. There are so many hi, Allison Davis. I was going to do like a fill-in. There's so many different fill-in stitches that you can do inside of an open work here, like this leaf. Hi, Martha. And so and then like I had in my piece that I lost. What I put it, Elizabeth? Oh, here. See, now this is one that I made earlier, and so I put the flower, the button. Although this one's got a double flower, a double yo-yo. That yo-yo was made by Cordula. Thank you, Cordula, for that. And there was the button on top. This one's just got a single yo-yo, but it's got the hexagon, then the yo-yo, and a button. And this is the chain stitch that we did the stem, and the back stitch that we did the leaves. And then what I did was I took a piece of lace and I just put that here. Ooh, there's Kitty Joe Pierce. Oh my goodness. Yes, I love the blue. I think that is so pretty. But and the more you add to it, there's JM. The more you add to it, it seems the prettier it gets. So I put on the bottom, I just put a piece of a doily. Up at the top, I just put a piece of lace, and so stitched it on with buttons. And then on this one, I used a piece of flowery fabric. It's got flowers on it already, but then I added another flower to it. And so hopefully now see how I just did like a satin stitch. So it's just over and over and over. And there's a couple ways you can do a satin stitch too. And so that's what I put in these inside the leaves. And some people would just go outside of the border of that back stitch, but I wanted the back stitch to show too. And like this leaf, I run out of this color, and so I had to thread some more on, and I had a different color. So that leaf has got.
Everybody's saying how lovely and pretty they are, and I agree.
Thank you so much. And then I'm going to use these in my I've got a fabric journal that I'm going to stitch these things as like this one's probably finished. So I'm ready to stitch that into my fabric journal. But then here I've showed this one before, but this is just a washcloth.
Oh, that's a cool idea. Allison Davis says, how cool would it be to make a ruler or yardstick holder with beautiful stitches on it?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Absolutely. And you can do um, you can, you know what this is right here? This is the top of a sock. But
Oh,
because I had bought myself some tube socks because I can't have anything binding on my ankles. So I bought the tube socks and then I cut this part off because then I can warm my wrists, because when you got the arthritis,
yeah.
you need that heat. Is that, but I could even put stitches on this to make it decorative.
I can
But
hardly wait to get that uh, uh, apron I got at Stacy's auction last night. I'm
uh-huh.
gonna do some slow stitching on that, and when and if I get it finished or at least worked on, I'll show you. I'll show everybody.
Oh, yes, that would be neat. I just got a package from her today. I was so excited with stuff that I got from her last auction, which was buttons that I love. It was I got a bunch of buttons and then I got a bunch of trims. And then I got this. I can't believe I got this for $3. These are what she makes out
Oh,
of that.
pretty.
Isn't that
Yeah,
beautiful?
it
And
is.
I
It
think
looks like glass.
it does, but it's that resin stuff.
Right. I want
But
to make one more public announcement.
a public
For
announcement, good.
all you wonderful people that have been putting nice comments in the chat for Lizzie. Personal things like, that it's your first time here and you love her and all that, all the great stuff. But if it's not related directly to what we're doing here, I'm not going to be able to stop Lizzie and tell her. So please, it helps her channel if you go after the video is over, after the stream is over. Once she gets the video posted, go back and put comments under it. It'll show up once the stream is over and she gets it posted. I don't know how long that takes. But then put all the comments, that you want down there, because that does help. YouTube pays attention to that.
Thank you. Thank you for that, Gail. Thank you so much. I
wanted to let them know why I'm
yes.
not, I can't, it's just impossible to put everyone's messages to you while you're telling us about the slow stitching and that. I apologize, but there's no way.
But I don't mind if you interrupt me, though.
But they've been saying so many nice things, I'd be interrupting you all the time.
Well, I do try to go even after the video is posted, and then I can read the comments. But for some reason, sometimes the comments don't show up. I'm not sure why.
That's odd. I heard that from other YouTubers. I don't get it.
Yeah. So anyhow, I'm going every one of my videos, I always read something inspirational or something positive. And this is one book that was sent to me years ago by Cindy Utter. And I love this book. It is You Are Stronger Than You Know, Words of Hope and Encouragement for Someone Living with a Chronic Illness. And in this book, I usually just kind of open it. I just open it and see what we're supposed to hear today. And so, but I always try to read something positive at the end of each video. And so I think I pretty much do it. This one says, focus on the present. We cannot change the past. We just need to keep the good memories and acquire wisdom from the mistakes we've made. We cannot predict the future. We just need to hope and pray for the best and what is right, and believe that's how it will be. We can live a day at a time, enjoy the present, and always seeking to become a more loving and better person. And that is good words for today. I like that a lot. And this
Uh-oh. Lizzie got locked up, it looks like. Lost you, Lizzie. Well, that was good timing, I guess. She was almost done.
I lost the internet. I don't know if I'm still live, but if I am, I just want to say to all of you, thank you so much for being here. Sorry my internet went kaputski. And I want to tell you that I pray for God to watch over you every step you take, every move you make, bring you back safely, happily, and healthy to the next video. God bless and keep you all. Bye-bye.